It's Dr. Drew. Midday Live with Lauren Sivan.
Midday Live, Lauren Sivan, Dr. Drew, 800-222-5222. Midday Live, Lauren Sivan, Dr. Drew. We're talking to Danny Zuker.
Hello.
Is it officially writer, creator, producer? Is
I
it
wish it were creator.
Yeah.
I would not be. I'd be on probably a much larger show than this.
Well, as Trump said, you'd be. What did he say? You're not the real boss.
I'm not the real boss. No, that was his big thing. Was like it was all I have more money than you. Oh my God.
Also, he went after your looks a lot.
That was an interesting
complaining
move
that you weren't pretty enough to be in front of the camera.
Yeah, and then I responded, "Oh yes, how could I compare with your beauty?" And I put. This might be hard. I searched for almost 5 seconds for an unflattering picture of Donald Trump and then did an extreme close-up of it.
What was but you had this war with him and it was kind of silly and funny until he got elected as president. I mean, what was your reaction?
It was horror. I mean, I was actually, this Twitter war, and it went re-viral when he started to become a potential candidate. And so in Mexico, I had a little bit of a folk hero status among people in Mexican Twitter because they liked that they was like I was proof that the whole country hadn't gone crazy up here, and so I was invited down to speak a lot. So I went to different cities and spoke, and then they invited me down on election day in Mexico City with a bunch of journalists and bloggers and vloggers and all that, and we were having a party for the election, and there was a big cake with a wall in it, and then when they announced he had lost, we were going to cut through that wall, and I was like, "Don't worry, guys, it's happening." And then they were all. It was a very celebratory atmosphere. But being an American, I'm looking at the TV, and
it's real,
and I'm seeing like. Oh, we lost Pennsylvania. Like, if I say we lost Pennsylvania down there, most people wouldn't know that. Like, just like I wouldn't know what it meant to lose, like Jalisco or something.
Guerrero.
Yeah. But I knew at that point, and it was a very sad time.
So he's president, but before he even became president, he blocked you on Twitter,
yeah,
right?
He did.
You got under your skin. What was the final straw?
I think it was a combination of things. I think it was the sheer volume of people telling him he was an idiot, because the actual last tweet was nothing particularly innocuous, so I think it was cumulative. But around the same time, the Hollywood Reporter had asked me to write an op-ed for... and it was called "How to Win a Twitter War." And the whole premise of it was, I said, "Look, a lot has been said about this war I've had with Donald Trump, and I really feel like for both of us, it's best to put that behind us. So let's just create a hypothetical situation on how to win a Twitter war. And then with the hypothetical villain, I go on to describe every single thing about Donald Trump."
Oops, I knew where that was going.
and then I was blocked. But here's the funny thing: he was still following me. At one point on April 1st of the following year, I basically wrote, "I miss us," and then I wrote 4, and then I even put the date on it, 4/1/14.
Right.
And he's like, "I miss you too, Danny." He wrote a lot of exclamation points. And then I wrote back, I was like, "You should look at the date. I'd hate for you to make a fool of yourself." Oh. And then I know. Oh, don't feel sorry for him.
Well,
what would your advice be to the people that he lashes out against now on Twitter?
Stop overestimating him. I'm so tired of people overestimating him.
Legitimately fearful. Like, I don't want to get in his way. He's going to go after me on Twitter.
It's not that hard. He's not a master tweeter.
We got to let you go. We appreciate you spending time with us. I know you got to get back to the writer's room.
I do. I'll just do one final plug.
Please.
Go to hestartedit.com. Buy the book. All goes to charity. Thank you, Paul Slansky.
And thank you, Donald Trump. I think you owe him an
Donald Trump. It's the only book he's ever helped write.
Oh. Fantastic. We, again, the website?
Hestartedit.com.
Thank you very much, Danny Zuker. This is Midday Live.